Magical Worlds of the Wizard of Ads by Roy H. Williams.
Dear reader, what a response. I anticipated a big success in 1998 when I discovered and published the original collection of the Wizard's letters to his clients. But what has happened since then has surprised even me. The Wizard of Ads was named Business Book of the Year and has sold thousands and thousands of copies. Roy H. Williams' aka The Wizard's second book, in the fall of 1999, was a #1 Wall Street Journal and New York Times business bestseller and reached a far larger audience. In this book, I've been able to persuade the Wizard to share the secrets that he teaches at his renowned academy. Over the last few years, people from some of the world's largest corporations, universities, publications, advertising agencies, and small businesses have traveled to Buda, Texas to spend a few days with the Wizard. From Procter & Gamble to the University of Michigan, from USA Today to J. Walter Thompson, CEOs, professors, columnists, and account executives have learned from the Wizard. Roy H. Williams is a most amazing explorer. He is constantly looking for new truths. In this new book, he draws from a wide range of disciplines: chaos theory, neuroscience, art, literature, and poetry among them. As graduates of the Academy know, these principles can be applied in all areas of our business and personal lives. I know you will enjoy and benefit from this latest edition of the Wizard's Powerful Secrets and Magnetic Storytelling. Ray Bard, Publisher.
It won't be long. You'll turn on your television or radio to find another company branding itself with an animal or quirky icon, but this time it won't stick. Critical mass, your mental motel with no vacancies, branding consultants going broke, businesses wondering what's wrong with their colorful logos and positioning statements. Ideas and books on the rules of advertising work about as often as they fail. Explaining how, but not why to advertise a particular way, step and method advertising is doomed. Such thinking neglects that powerful persuasion is organic, changing. So the Wizard requests, don't ask me what works. Ask me why it works. What makes a thing persuasive? What makes it memorable, unpredictable, irresistible? Ask, and the Wizard responds with principles. Principles found not in old TV reels or newspaper stacks, but in arts and sciences. He acquaints you with the psychologist and the painter, the photographer and the physicist. In dusty cloth-covered volumes and glossy new science journals, he finds principles ignored or forgotten and helps you apply them to the art and science of life. But for all the practical ideas found in this book, for all the possible applications, the Wizard will tell you, don't look for answers here. Look here for the right questions.
Part the first, Architecture of the Mind, in which the Wizard examines the question, what makes people think the way they do? Chapter 1, Speaking Worlds into Existence.
In the Book of Beginnings, an entire universe is spoken into existence with the words, "Let there be light." Bada bing, bada boom, the Big Bang. As soon as the lights are on, the Creator continues by saying, "Let there be this and let there be that," until everything has been spoken into existence except you and me. Finally, near the end of chapter 1, he says, "Let us make man in our own image." Wait a minute. If in fact God said, I'm going to make some little miniatures of myself, and if in fact 2 of these little miniatures are you and I, then why can't we speak worlds into existence? Oh, but we can. You and I speak worlds into existence every day. Each time we describe an experience or tell a story, we speak that world into existence in the minds of those around us. A gleam of light came straight through the opening into the bay and fell on the smooth rock face. There was a loud crack. A flake of rock split from the wall and fell. A hole appeared suddenly about 3 feet from the ground. Quickly, trembling lest the chance should fade, the dwarves rushed to the rock and pushed. In vain. The key, cried Bilbo. Where is Thorin? Thorin hurried up. The key, cried Bilbo. The key that went with the map. Try it now while there's still time. Then Thorin stepped up and drew the key from its chain from round his neck. He put it to the hole, it fitted, and it turned. Snap! The gleam went out, the sun sank, the moon was gone, and evening sprang into the sky. Now they all pushed together, and slowly a part of the rock wall gave way. Long, straight cracks appeared and widened. A door, 5 feet high and 3 feet wide, was outlined, and slowly, without a sound, swung inwards. It seemed as if darkness flowed out like a vapor from the hole in the mountainside, and deep darkness in which nothing could be seen lay before their eyes, a yawning mouth leading in and down. Bilbo and Thorin were spoken into existence by J.R.R. Tolkien in his book, The Hobbit. Are you beginning to understand the awesome force that hides behind your lips? You speak a new world into existence every time you utter a few simple words of encouragement. Words of romance create new worlds every day. And how often have words of persuasion created a brave new world? New worlds are only a few words away. Would you like to learn to harness this amazing energy? Hang on, it's going to be a wild ride.
A powerful agent is the right word. Whenever we come upon one of those intensely right words in a book or a newspaper, the resulting effect is physical as well as spiritual and electrically prompt. Mark Twain. Chapter 2. Perceptual Realities.
Poet John Godfrey Saxe, who lived from 1816 to 1887, tells of 6 men of Indostan, to learning much inclined, who went to see the elephant, though all of them were blind, that each by observation might satisfy his mind. Those who have read Saxe's poem will recall that the first blind man felt the broad side of the animal and proclaimed the elephant to be very like a wall. The second, feeling the elephant's tusk, was startled. "Did you say wall? But an elephant is like a spear." Wrestling with the elephant's squirming trunk, the third said, "Wall? Spear? The elephant is like a snake." The fourth man, feeling the elephant's knee, said, "Idiots! The elephant is like a tree." The fifth, feeling the ear, said, "Have you all gone crazy? An elephant is like a fan." The sixth man, feeling the tail, said, "Any fool can see that an elephant is like a rope." In perceptual reality, each of the men was correct. I tell this story because most efforts at human persuasion are little more than one blind man urging another blind man to see the elephant as he does. Have you ever paused to consider that your family, your friends, your co-workers, and your customers live in their own private perceptual realities? Instead of expecting them to all see the elephant as you do, why not try to see what they're seeing? If you're patient, you will finally see enough of the elephant from different perspectives to finally make sense of it all. And then you'll have something to say that will really be worth hearing.
Many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our point of view. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Chapter 3. Time and Perceptual Reality.
All movement happens in space, height, width, and depth, the first 3 dimensions. The 4th dimension is time. Light moves through space, and according to Einstein, time stands still at the speed of light. Light is the pendulum of the universe, marking and measuring time. And just as faith is the evidence of things not seen, color is the evidence of light. color is the momentary, visible bridge between space and time. Time is also the mirror in which our choices are seen, and it is through our choices that our values and beliefs are revealed. If you want to know what a person believes, you need only to watch what they do. Question: if objective, fourth-dimensional reality is this meeting place we call the space-time continuum, composed of height, width, depth, and time, then what is a three-dimensional reality? Answer: a reality outside of time. Height, width, and depth are the realm of the dorsolateral prefrontal association area of the brain. Imagination, where personal, three-dimensional realities live and thrive amidst your brain's 10,000 billion synapses. Most of your life will take place in three-dimensional reality. The fourth dimension, time, is simply where your three-dimensional realities overlap with mine. The objective of human persuasion is to introduce a three-dimensional reality into the mind of others, causing them to imagine doing what you want them to do. Once this is accomplished, the step from the three-dimensional reality of their minds into this meeting place called the fourth dimension is a very short step indeed. Question: are three-dimensional realities really real? Answer: they are as real as a mother's love. Although the love of a mother does not exist in physical objective reality, there are few who would say that it is not real. A mother's love is perceptual reality, three-dimensional reality, a reality outside of time. Are there truly realities outside of time? Certainly, it was to one such three-dimensional perceptual reality, freedom, that the signers of our Declaration of Independence pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. Advertising cannot change objective fourth-dimensional reality, but it can powerfully change perceptual three-dimensional reality. Your customers' expectations are three-dimensional perceptual realities. The right words can modify, change, and adjust these. To what degree do you need to modify the public's awareness of you? How much do you need to adjust what they may or may not have heard about you, your product, or your company?
The time of physics is defined and measured by a pendulum. Whether it is the pendulum of a grandfather's clock, the pendulum of the Earth's rotation around the sun, or the pendulum of the processing electron in the nuclear magnetic field of the hydrogen maser. Time, therefore, is defined by periodic rotation. That is, by motion related to a point moving uniformly around a circle. Physicist Edgar Lipworth, as reported by the occasionally apocryphal, but always colorful, Tom Robbins.